Hi, I recorded this video that you're about to watch about half a year ago. It was an epiphany that came to me, and I just took my phone and recorded it. And I have to say now, half a year later, that actually did change my mind. It was an epiphany I had about self-concept, about the revision technique, and yeah, an old concept that was still keeping me stuck that I had to overcome, even though I already had worked on it. But that work only brought me to a certain level, and then it clicked, and I realized what I had to do to get onto the next level. And yes, as I said, it actually really helped me. It did change a lot for me, and I hope that when you watch this, it is going to click for you as well, and maybe you will realize something that has been blocking whatever you want to manifest, especially if it is connected to love, your twin flame, your specific person. And this video is especially for those people who have had a rather rough upbringing and who always had to be strong. And I'm going to talk about a realization that I had with the law of assumption, with the assumption of I am strong, which is an amazing assumption, of course, but at the same time it kind of like kept me stuck a little bit. And in this video I explain to you why and what to do to overcome this, especially if you've had it a little bit more rough and from now on you just want to have it a little bit easier. So I hope this video helps. If it does, leave a comment and don't forget to like and subscribe, and I do wish you all the best now. Enjoy the video that you've clicked on. Welcome to this video. This one is one that is a bit more personal, so you can consider this a bit as a vlog, but I hope you will get some important information out of this for yourself. This just hit me, so therefore I may not have entirely untangled all of this in my brain. So I hope this video kind of helps me to do that as well. What this video is about is the realization of, you could say, my assumption of being a strong person, which is, you could say, a good assumption. But I'm going to tell you where this has hindered me on my journey. I recorded another video about why we would attract people who may have issues with depression or any kind of health issues or addictions. And that could be the assumptions of I am strong. I have had a lot to deal with as a childhood. I had a lot of responsibility, maybe to take care of parents. I had a lot of chores. I had to take care of myself pretty early on. And these experiences, of course, create the assumption, yes, I am strong. Amazing assumption. However, everything is always getting mirrored back to you. So if you hold this assumption, I am strong, great. But you don't want to hold the assumption I am stronger than my peers, even though you may have had that experience, because that can manifest in attracting people who are not as strong as you are, who may need help. That can manifest in attracting spouses who do have problems with mental health and addictions and so on. Please remember, everyone is you pushed out. So there is timelines where that specific person, that same person, never had that problem or has overcome that problem. But if you attracted a version of them that is still dealing with that, that is something inside you, and it could be that assumption, I am strong. But that is not the main topic of this video. This video is about revision, about how we change our childhood memories and memories of other traumatic events in our lives in order to manifest something that we want to manifest, in order to manifest healthy relationships or that twin flame union. So what was the realization I just had? Well, I did use the revision techniques on some issues on past relationship, but I didn't go back all the way that I would have needed to go back. And I always say, remember, we get programmed in the first 7 years of our childhood, of our life, and that is where we need to start. Of course, a traumatic event afterwards can still change the program, and then you attract something over and over and over again. But I didn't want to completely write myself a new childhood. Why? Because I was so proud of being a strong person that has overcome stuff. I made that part of my identity. the astrologists among us maybe can relate. I do have strong Scorpio energy. And Scorpio energy is either black or white. It's all about transforming. It is about the Scorpio becoming the eagle becoming the phoenix. It is about alchemizing. It is about taking your strength out of hard situations in your life and transmuting them and turning them into something that is giving you fuel, that is helping you to ascend. And that is a good thing. But like the phoenix is burning, we have to burn that eventually as well. I was holding on to negative experience because there's so much ingrained in my identity. I have overcome that. Beautiful, isn't it? But the problem is with that, these programs are still there. They're not deleted. They're a bit changed, a bit reprogrammed, you could say. So they're not as long in this energy of tearing me down, completely holding me back, having, social anxiety as nowhere as severe as it used to be. I haven't had depression in almost a decade now. Not saying I didn't have bad days, but I fought my way out of all of that. So it's not that my past still has that kind of power over me, but then it still does in another way, because now I'm no longer the victim that has experienced things. No, I'm the strong person that bad things happened to and I overcame it. I'm badass. I'm tough. I'm strong. I'm a fighter. I have the ability to overcome shit. I'm the phoenix. But yet, you see, it at the same time means that program is still there. It's just different. And it is still influencing my life. Because those old programs, they're still manifesting. They're different now, yes. There's no longer this pain. That is long gone. But at least the day I'm recording this, and I know you will watch this way later. You will watch this month later, many months later, after I've recorded this, because I've already recorded so many videos and I'm only releasing 1 or 2 in a week. But at this point, that is what's holding me back. I'm still that person that a ton of negative stuff happens to. That program is still running. And I didn't want to override that, because who am I if I'm no longer the person who overcame shit? Is that still me? You see where I'm going with this? But in order to get to the next step, to really live that love I want to experience, and we know everyone is here pushed out, it always starts within ourselves. This is where it starts. So I can't be that person who's been through shit and overcame it, who's the strong and tough one, and still attract that love. No, now I have to roll up my sleeves and get to work and use the revision technique or Ho'oponopono to really, really, really get into that, to really reprogram all of it, to give myself new happy memories. And I know how important that is. I mean, I even did meditations on that. You can find them on this channel. I know the importance of it. Still, I didn't want to completely touch that topic. I thought, oh, it is okay if I found my peace with it. I thought that was enough. But where is it leading me? I'm still somewhat stuck. There's progress. Yes, absolutely. There has been progress on my journey. But I want more than progress. I want the finish line. So it's time to get to work and to really face what I didn't want to face. Not because there's still pain, but because I was proud of being the person who overcomes stuff. It's sometimes hard to really work on these issues when you have identified yourself with that, and then you're wondering, but if I change those memories, who am I? Who am I without those memories? Who am I if I'm no longer that person that overcomes stuff? What's left? Well, the good thing is, law of assumption, I get to be whomever I choose to be. I get to create those memories that will lead me to where I want to be. So I don't have to be scared of the unknown, because I can determine where this goes. Because whatever I can imagine has already been created for me. But in order to get to that timeline, I have to let go completely of that program. I have to stop being proud of being the strong one. And that doesn't mean that I don't take that strength into a new timeline. I still am that person. Even if I give myself new memories, I don't think I am deleting that stuff of I have to overcome stuff. But then, you see the error in my thinking? Why would I need the ability to overcome stuff when everything is me pushed out? I can just change it. Whenever I am confronted with something, I don't need to fight anymore. I can just change it. Because that's how powerful we are. Because whatever you can imagine, I say it again, has already been created for us. It exists in this multiverse. We just choose. And now I get to choose to be the person who had this extremely happy childhood. I get to choose to be the person who has always loved. I get to choose to be the person that always felt loved, that always felt safe. I get to choose to be the person that always got positive feedback. I get to create that now and completely let go of the old. I've been spending so much time to make peace with it, and I don't regret it. It was part of the way. It was part of the journey. It was a vital part of the journey. But now it's time to completely let that old story go. And yes, it does require work, but it's worth it. So no, I'm no longer the fighter. I can choose not to be her anymore. I can choose to be somebody else now. I can choose to be the person that has always been happy, that has always been loved, that has always been chosen. Because ultimately, there is no one outside to choose you. It's a projection. You want your person to choose you, but you have to choose yourself. You have to choose who you are. And if you want to be the one that is chosen, choose you by doing the work. See yourself as worthy of doing the work. See yourself as worthy of having had that amazing childhood you would have had. Recreate it. That is what a revision technique is. You revise negative things and you make up a new story, because your life you experience right now is just a holograph, a projection of that story you've been telling. So it's time for me to tell a new story. I'm the one who's always been loved. I'm the one who's always been protected. I'm the one who's always been important. I'm the one who's always been top priority for everyone around me. That is who I am now. And you can be that too. If you need my help with that, you know how to find me. My contact information is below. You can find me on social media, Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. Information is below. Check out my other content, especially my meditation videos and subliminal videos. I have pretty much all of the affirmation and meditation videos as subliminals as well. You know, it is constant repetition to reprogram your mind. It does require work and effort and persistence, but we are worth it, aren't we? I see you in another video on personal coaching. Until then, I do wish you all the best now. Bye bye.